Good underway here with a rooster weight final. Musumeci trying to stay on this foot. And he got it.
Oh, wow. That's it. Mikey Musumeci. Can you believe it? 12 seconds.
Greatness doesn't happen by accident. On May 28th, elite grappling takes another giant leap forward. Two men seek to have great performances on the sport's biggest stage. They all have committed a lifetime worth of work to be here, and all are ready for war. Mikey Musumeci returns to the FloGrappling stage to challenge the Brazilian bad boy and current #1 ranked Lucas Pinheiro in what should be an all-out battle for the top spot. But when these two titans of grappling collide, only one will be left standing.
Oh my God!
Lucas went straight to the checkmate corner and told them to be quiet.
What does it take to be great? What does it take to leave a lasting legacy? How will the world remember your name? This is the road to who's #1. Mikey Musumeci versus Lucas Pinheiro. In the desolate desert of Nevada, Mikey Musumeci is preparing for his next great test. And with countless titles already under his belt, Mikey has already realized now is the time to step out of his comfort zone and test himself against the best.
Hey guys, we're at Gold Strike in Boulder City, and now I'm about to go hiking. I'm about to do like 4.5 miles. I just trained this morning. I did like 8:10 this morning. Now I'm about to run again. It's important to be in good shape for jiu-jitsu, so I'm working really hard right now, getting ready for my fight.
Motivated more than ever to make his mark on submission grappling, Mikey is taking his training to new heights.
I like climbing because it's good for my grip strength, you know, like wrists and nogi. So that's why I'm working a lot of climbing right now for my forearms. And it's just a full body workout. And I don't feel like it makes you like so buff. So it's like a perfect like combination with jiu-jitsu. I usually climb indoors, but I've been coming outside a lot and running and climbing also. So I was trying to like feel what rocks like weren't as loose, you know, so that could be a little scary if the rock moves. So I had to be careful with like the rocks, but it's just body positioning on jiu-jitsu. As long as I have grips for my fingers, I feel pretty good, you know. Sometimes you don't have grips for your feet, but like if you have fingers, you're good. I guess if I make a mistake here, it's bad. In a tournament, I'm fine. So that's the difference. But yeah, if I could do this, I think I'll be fine when I fight. So this morning I started off with 2 hours of drilling. Then I did like 8-10 minute rounds. Then I ran like 4.5 miles. Then I hiked another like 9 miles. I don't think it's humanly possible for any match I have to be as hard as the workout I just did. So I know that my match is 15 minutes. I know there's no way I'm gonna get tired in 15 minutes by how hard I'm pushing right now. So that's really mentally good. I should be fine when I fight. Now I deserve eating a big meal at home tonight, right? So I work hard during the day and then I get to enjoy it. Every night I train in my garage now. We call it the Boops Garage, and I'm preparing for my next match on Who's Number One, and you're about to see how I train.
Mikey is known as the most accomplished American to ever tie a belt around his waist. But now he's shedding the gi to try his hand in a new arena and stake his claim to another #1 spot.
My name is Mikey Musumeci. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I train under the Boots Garage right now, and I'm ranked number 7, my favorite number.
March 26th marked the first no-gi grappling match in 5 years for the 4-time world champion. But if you were expecting him to be rusty, think again.
The last time you saw me was at Who's Number 1, and I had a no-gi super fight. But to be honest, I didn't train any no-gi for it at all, you know. I was still super gi mentally, you know, like I was like, okay, I'll take off my gi for this match, you know. Even the day before, I was still training in the gi, like mostly, and then I took off the gi the day of and fought. My game plan going in with Marcel Cohen, I want to hit a cool Kanto gi choke in no-gi. You know, I wanted to do it from a knee cut, but the one reaction that I can't do the choke from is if the person frames my hip bone, and he does that. He did that exact one reaction. So I was trying really hard to get him to move his arm off my hip bone. So I was going to mount, going back, going to the mount, going back. I was a little stubborn, but because I know how much time I have in the match, it's not like a 5-minute match, it's 15 minutes. I knew I could take my time, try to move around, see like what openings. And then once I decided, okay, the Kanto choke is not here, I'll stop being stubborn, I switched to a cool mount triangle that I like to do a lot. After doing that event, my whole perception of Jiu-Jitsu changed, you know. Since I was a kid, my whole goal was, okay, I'm just gonna win worlds, I wanna win worlds. Then I wanna win worlds every year. Now what I realized is Who's Number 1 is the professional thing, you know. Doing those competitions builds you up to do Who's Number 1, you know. But now that's my goal, to consistently do Who's Number 1, and every time I can fight professional. So I'm fighting against Lucas Pinheiro. He's super high level, like super tough, you know. I fought him before 2 times, and both matches with him were wars. For me, I think Joel Miao was like the top ranked no-gi person in 135, and then Lucas defeated Joel Miao at 135 at the Fight to Win or something. So I know that he's like the top guy for me to fight right now, you know. I'm super excited to compete with him and for him to challenge me, and I respect him a lot, and like he's a great competitor, and he's gonna push me to perform even better, you know.
Back in the jiu-jitsu paradise of San Diego, Lucas Pinheiro isn't sweating the upcoming challenge. The Brazilian veteran and the #1 ranked bantamweight grappler is no stranger to having a target on his back.
Say hi. Say hi for the camera.
Before moving to San Diego, since the pandemic started, like the academy that I work, they shut down everything, and I was like, man, I have no job. What am I gonna do? Because I have a daughter, and I have to pay my bills, I have to do my things. I help my family every single month. I send money to Brazil to help my family, and I was like, I gotta do something. And I work like 6 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., like 12 hours and a half. And then after that, I went home, and I was take care of her. And then during the day, she's take a nap, like around 2 to 4. She take a good nap, and I was going to train. I was like, no, I'm going to train. I was going to train, and then around like 6:30, I was finished my training, and I went to work again. It's more about mentality, you know. Like if you have a good mindset, you can do whatever you want. I feel like if you're thinking about your body's tired, you know, like if you're thinking about you start a diet and you cannot do well, we're not gonna do well. You know? If you want to be the best, you have to do push yourself 100%. Even like outside the mat, right? If you have a job outside of jiu-jitsu, you have to do 100% no matter what. If you want to be a good competitor, you have to do 100%.
Água. Fala bem.
Bem.
What else? Fala. Como faz o patinho?
training at Atos HQ has its perks. Day in and day out, the world's best grapplers come through these doors to sharpen their blade.
My name is Pinheiro. I'm black belt first degree, training here at Atos Jiu-Jitsu San Diego, under Galvão, and I'm the number one, 135 pounds. I'm a Pan Am's champ gi no gi, and also I'm a world's gi and no gi medalist.
And for Lucas Pinheiro, the timing for the biggest match of his career couldn't be any better.
And his opponent, Lucas the Bad Boy Pinheiro!
People always say to me that I have a tough pressure. I do everything. I do top game, I do bottom game. If you want to do takedowns, I do takedowns. And I feel like since I moved to San Diego, I've improved a lot of my finish, my submission skills. And since I enjoy Atos, I was starting changing my whole game. Now I feel like my game is more like that. I can do technical game, I can do aggressive game, I can do like faster game. I can do everything with a good pace.
Come on guys, come on, don't knock, we gotta find a way to get it back as fast as you are, or to get a submission. Time! Man, it's gonna be a great match because Lucas has the pressure, you know, he's like a lightweight, I would say like a roosterweight that likes to pass like a heavyweight. So it's gonna be very interesting. Like, let's see if Lucas will be able like to control the fight, you know. And he fought Mike a couple times with the gi, you know. I think they never fought no gi. So Mikey knows about Lucas' pressure, you know. He knows. He felt it before. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pull guard, you know. He's gonna pull guard. He's gonna be on bottom, and Lucas will be ready to attack and pass with a lot of pressure and get the victory, you know.
To represent Atos is a dream because I compete against the best. It's because I have to do the things like Andre, like I put myself on the spar and then I can compete against everyone. I'll be competing against Mikey Musumeci. The last time we competed was 5 years ago. He's one of the best black belt in the world. I think I'm the only person that passes guard in the gi, and this is gonna be a very, very tough match.
What you could expect from me is I'll give you guys my best. You know, I've been really working hard, but I promise you that I'll get into some cool technical exchanges. And Lucas is amazing, and it's an honor for me to compete with him again.
This match is very exciting because there is no point system. It's a submission only. There is no stalling, and I don't worry about anything. I just go for the submission. That's it.
I think Lucas is like super strong. He has a lot of pressure. You know, he's a pressure passer, and he'll put a lot of pressure on my guard, and he'll test my guard. You know, I'm looking for someone to make me feel like I'm going to break, and I have to find a way to overcome that. That's why I compete. Fighting Lucas Pinheiro is a war, so that's what I want. You know, I want to be pushed. My goal is to fight the best people, so I love this opportunity again.
I believe he has 43% of the submission, and I have like 47%. And like I say, I'm respecting Mike a lot, but I'm gonna betting ball on him. And I'm very excited for May 28th.
My whole goal in competing is to have the best jiu-jitsu I can. It's gonna be a war with Lucas, and of course my goal will be for the submission. Both of us have evolved so much, so we'll see who has more development, you know, and we'll see like what happens in this match.
When these two men take to the mat, we will once and for all be able to answer the question on everyone's mind. Who's number one?